If you want to learn more about Morrnah, you can check out this book by Denise Linn. I've been listening to this book for years. Every other year or so, I would listen to the book. And I know people, she left behind a legacy, Miss Morrnah. Um, and so I know people are curious about her. And usually we associate Miss Morrnah with Ho'oponopono, but she also appears in Denise Linn's Energy Strands book. And let me see if I can find out the passage where she first appears. She first appears in the preface, but there's also other chapters that she appears in. And Denise says, I worked in that massage center as a masseuse with my teacher, Morrnah Simeona, who was a Hawaiian kahuna and a traditional healer. I was perplexed by the stream of people and said, Morrnah, what are they talking about? I don't see any strands of light emanating from the tree and traveling down here into the basement. She gently replied, when I began to work here, I wanted to attract like-minded beings, so I anchored an energy strand into the banyan tree and cast it down to the spa. This is something that the ancient healers of my tradition knew how to do. People who were able to see the strand would follow it and make their way into the spa. Not everyone could consciously see the strand, but they would arrive saying they didn't know why they came downstairs to my center. It just felt like they were guided or nudged. And indeed, Morrnah did have a thriving business. Even heads of state visited her humble massage studio. Okay, and so that is an example of an energy strand. And let's see, and it says, after those early years with Morrnah, I traveled throughout the world, spending time with shamans and earth-based healers to learn about the native view of energy and healing. One of the things consistent in every tribal tradition was a collective comprehension about the strands of energy that connect us to the world. Each tradition has methods for strengthening or releasing these strands in order to bring balance back into life. So in that particular book, in this book, I share some of the methods I've learned over the years to support you and find greater harmony in your life through understanding these lines of energy. And of course, Morrnah was a practitioner of Ho'oponopono. And my understanding is when you clear the memories by doing Ho'oponopono, you kind of release some of these energy strands that you may have ties to with other people, objects, and situations. If you want to learn more, I do recommend Energy Strands. Like I said, I've read it on and off throughout the years because the information is very good. And so, of course, I'm going to recommend this book. Denise Linn talks about Morrnah in other chapters. She doesn't necessarily mention her by name per se, but she says her Hawaiian kahuna. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, please write them below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Bye.